Hey guys, welcome to Elena's Simple Matters, and Olia and I are at East Cleveland Fellowship on the corner of 8th and Poplar. This is a church plant here in the East Cleveland community, and we just want to talk about how this ministry started and how God brought about this ministry and through the people that He worked in their hearts to lead in this ministry. And this ministry started 3 years ago in the year 2020 when we had the pandemic. And in April, there was a tornado that went through the East Cleveland community, and it struck many houses. And right away, a lot of churches and people got involved with the humanitarian help there in the community, and as well as our church, Livingstone's church. And we began to do some of the physical help, but then also we began to share the gospel with them, because in this time we saw that the people were really open to the gospel. It seemed like everyone that night when the tornado was coming through was praying in that community. So everyone had faith, this faith that just came forth in a very scary time. And so this was a really great opportunity to share with them the gospel. And then soon after, Tim Maslov, who was our leader then and our pastor, he began an outreach with multiple churches who got involved with door-to-door evangelistic outreach of doing short Bible studies to invite them to something that would be more sustainable, like a small group Bible study, and began the ministry in East Cleveland. And so Ola will share a little bit of how God moved Tim's heart to these people in East Cleveland.
Yeah, so Tim had a really strong desire to have some location that's here, that's more accessible, where you don't have to rent, you can be in the midst of the people. And so about 2 years ago, a little bit more than 2 years ago, he was just kind of looking around and trying to see what churches are here that you can possibly get in order to have like a startup place for the people to come. And so it was really neat because 2 years ago, February 3rd actually, was when he saw, he found this church through someone that gave him a lead, because he would talk to people in town. And there was a person that told him, said, hey, there is a church that's there on the street. But at that time, you couldn't even see it because it was just all in shrubs. So I think we passed by it quite a few times, because whenever we even did the walks here, we don't remember seeing the church, but it was here. And it was just covered up. And so 2 years ago in February, he ended up coming to this location that someone led him to, and he took pictures of it. Then he talked to the neighbor across the street and told them about the desire to have a place here for people that are local. And the grandma that was across the street, and we can show her house, we're just looking at it right now, but she was so excited because she said, I have been praying for years that this building would be used, because it was completely just vacant for years. There's just no one was using this church. And so, yeah, that's where it all began as far as this location.
It's amazing. Soon after, about 3 weeks after, he went to be with the Lord. And then we had this opportunity to buy this building and land that
Livingstone's was able to pursue, which is a huge blessing, because the desire was born, and it was amazing to see that our church was able to actually get this building, to purchase it and fully remodel it. And so this was 2 years ago, and we're right at this Sunday will be the launch.
Yes. So this Sunday, the 26th at 6 o'clock here at East Cleveland will be the first service, a very soft opening. We do plan to do a grand opening, but this will be a soft opening, and this church is located on the corner of 8th and Poplar Road. And we invite not only the community of East Cleveland, but all the surrounding churches who really have a heart for missions, because we have a mission field here in our backyard. And we have come to see that these are amazing people who just need the love of Christ, just like any community. And so we're just thankful for this opportunity to serve Jesus here together. And this church you can also find on Facebook, East Cleveland Fellowship. And this church and our motto is about serving Jesus together and how we can include this community into the work of Christ.